I literally this morning decided that it would make sense to spend a few minutes at the beginning and the end of each work week, Monday morning and Friday afternoon, to sit for just a few minutes and remember what's good. Things that have happened that are good, good things that I did, good qualities I possess. It's very easy to focus on the negative. And as one of my favorite mindfulness teachers, Sylvia Boorstein, says, the mind is like tofu. It will absorb whatever you marinate it in. It tastes like whatever you marinate it in. And so if we're worried, anxious, working hard, trying to make things happen all day, every day, and we never stop to appreciate the good in our lives, we tend to get ourselves into a stressful, everyday kind of place. And so it also has been my experience that it's kind of interesting that when I do this practice, more good things happen in my life. Possibly that's because I'm more open to seeing them and to appreciating what's already there. But I also have noticed that the flow of positive experiences increases. So not making any promises, but if you sit for a few minutes at the beginning of your work week, at the end of your work week, at a very minimum, you will at least have a few more kinds of minutes of goodness and appreciation. So let's start. Let's just start by noticing how we're sitting. And you don't need to go into a really serious, deep, structured meditation for this. It really is just the act of setting everything down for a few minutes. And maybe that's the first good thing you can appreciate, is your ability to pause, to know when you need to rest and when you need to slow down and tune in. So our ability to know what we need is something to appreciate. And then you might just feel how your body weight is being supported by the seat you're in, whether you're sitting in a chair or on the floor or on a sofa, or maybe even lying back in bed using your phone. However your body's positioned, something's supporting it, and see if you can just really feel that contact and tune into the support that's below. It's all the ground we're moving on and through every day, all day. And right now we're just pausing to appreciate the Earth's gravity, the support of the Earth that keeps us from flying around, but we're grounded. And you might begin, as you tune into your body sitting supported in this way, you might begin to feel the breath. Your body's breathing. It doesn't need your permission or your direction to breathe. This is a strong, natural process that's always happening. So in this time of pausing, we might begin to feel what we usually don't bring much attention to, and just feeling that movement of the breath. And then I'd invite you to bring to mind something good that you did or said recently. An act or a kind word that was good, that had good intention, goodness behind it. It might be something simple like complimenting somebody on the sweater they're wearing. Or you might have really gone out of your way and done a favor for somebody. Or you might have avoided saying or doing something, which was a kindness or a goodness. Let's see what comes to mind. And when you remember this kindness or goodness, big or small, as you're remembering it, notice how it feels, or remember how it felt to do or say that good thing, to make a choice for goodness. Just notice how it feels now to remember that. And it's not so that you can give yourself, you know, a gold star and say, oh, what a good person I am for all this goodness, but just recognizing that it is in our nature to be kind. And what does it feel like when we are? And then you might let that go, sort of let that memory or connection fade, and then bring to mind something good you've experienced in relationship with someone else, something kind someone did, something good, something you appreciate. It doesn't even need to be someone you know. If you heard or saw something that inspired you, something a celebrity or a teacher or a guide said or did that inspired you, that felt good, or it could be someone in your immediate family or friend circle that has done something good, specifically in relationship to you. What is it like to receive goodness and kindness from someone else? And if you're having any problem connecting to what it feels like to receive goodness, see if you can remember what sense it might have included. Was it something you saw or heard? Was it a feeling, a touch? Where in the body did this good thing or goodness get received? And it's really okay if nothing is coming to mind. If you're kind of like, I can't think of anything, just don't get agitated at all about that. It's always possible to just return to this moment. There's always something happening or being experienced right now in the present moment that can be appreciated. Again, just perhaps the act, the ability to pause and cultivate the sense of goodness. It's a privilege. And we can appreciate our privilege that we can pause and marinate, as Sylvia would say, the tofu of our minds in goodness. And so as we bring this contemplation of good stuff to a close, let's set an intention for the rest of today, if not the entire work week, but at least today, to remember to recognize and really savor good moments moments that feel wholesome, good, kind, enjoyable, pleasurable. Not to grab onto them and hold onto them, but to just really be present, to experience when we have wholesome, good thoughts and actions, or when we're the recipient of a good experience, something positive. Don't let those moments slip by, but really set the intention to be on the lookout for those moments, because they really do have this cumulative effect. You might even be noticing now at the end of this 15 minutes a change in how you feel. So we'll be doing this every Monday at 10 a.m. and Fridays at 3:30 for the next couple of months at least. We'll see how it goes, if this is serving people's needs and there's a growing interest. I apologize for the kind of mess up with the community group page, but I'll move the video from the business page over to Way Open's community, and we'll figure out how to make this work by Friday at 3:30, and hope to see you then. Have a really good week.